Hey, Joe.
Hi.
My name's Nate. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me on the Geekcentric podcast. How are you doing? Welcome to Toronto.
It's good to be here. I've never
Yeah.
been to Canada before, so
Never.
never. I'm loving it. It's great.
I mean, besides the Isle of Man, now you've been across some parts of the states, I'm sure,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. It's yeah.
yeah,
It's nice to be able to do these things and see new places.
very cool. Well, I'm delighted to get to talk to you today. I was also delighted and shocked and surprised to see your live performance at
Oh yeah,
D23.
yeah.
I was screaming. Like I nearly lost my voice, thank you very much.
Oh, good.
But
That's what we wanted to happen.
yes. But for you, what was that like being on the opposite side of over 12,000 fans in that arena?
It was terrifying,
Yeah.
terrifying. But amazing. It was a very surreal experience, and to do it stood next to Patti LuPone.
Yeah.
She was also absolutely terrified, which made me feel so much better. I was like, if Patti LuPone is nervous, then I'm allowed to be nervous.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. And to feel a connection with Patty LuPone.
yeah, yeah.
Come on. Well, now you're here, and you're going to be at Fan Expo
Yes.
Canada. I'm excited for that panel, but I don't want to wait for that panel to talk about Agatha all along.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I want to start with the music. Your congrats on your Broadway
Oh,
debut.
thank you. Thank
That's
you. Yeah.
for Sweeney Todd is incredible.
Yeah.
And with this show, as we already been talking about, you're starring alongside Patty LuPone.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer that there'd be some musical performances in the show.
hmm
What's that like for you getting to join Marvel, but then at the same time flex your musical skills?
Yeah, I mean, we filmed all the musical stuff way before I found out I was doing Sweeney, so it's almost like that this almost came first, which is like a weird like thing.
Yeah.
But was a moment we were recording and Patty was in the studio before me and she was like they were like, well, should we warm up? She was like, I'm good. Patty LaFone doesn't need to warm up. She's fine. She's got it. She belts out her top notes. They're like, Joe, it's your turn.
Oh,
And for a moment I was like, right, I've got to follow that. But then I was like, oh, I can't ever follow that. So it's
yeah.
almost like there's so much pressure that there was no pressure.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, you're not gonna follow Patti LuPone, so it was fun, and she's amazing. So yeah,
That's awesome. That's cool. I'm really every time you sing or any of your cast members sing in the show, it's just like, let's go. And
yeah.
I cannot get the down, down, down song out of my
I'm in
head.
the club. It's been 2 years, and I've
Oh,
still yeah.
it's so good. Your character, Teen,
hmm
uh, just Teen,
Yeah.
for now in the 4 episodes that I've seen. Very interesting friendship with Agatha.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, you've been getting to do some fun stuff with Catherine, and she hosted Kimmel, and you were on with
Yes.
her there on your first late night.
Yeah.
Um, are there any similarities between Agatha's relationship with Teen and Catherine and your relationship?
We are much nicer to each other than Agatha and Tina, but it's almost like maybe we take out like the not niceness to each other out
Yeah.
when we're actually acting, which is fun. But also, I feel like when you're like close to someone is when you can be mean to them.
Yeah.
And like the trust we have with each other to just like go for it in
Yeah.
those scenes is because we have such an affection for each other.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't work if we didn't. You when you feel really comfortable with someone is when you can really like go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're having jokes, I'm sure,
Yeah.
up and down.
Oh yeah.
Now we're the Geek-centric podcast. So we're a bunch of geeks.
Great.
You're being in the Marvel world now, you're gonna get asked a very specific question
hmm
many, many times. But I'm gonna put it just like the show puts a little spin on things. I'm gonna
Great.
put a spin on the question.
I'm excited for the question.
Who would you like to see team up with in the
Ooh.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, but in a Broadway musical?
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. Who would be good in a musical?
I'm so sorry to stump you.
No, no, no. It's good. This is a cop out, but I actually think Agatha
Yeah,
would be the best. She's the most actress of them all.
of course.
So, but that's a cop out.
Yeah.
So sorry, but
No, that's
that
okay.
is it would be my answer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I also would love to see Teen interact with like Doctor Strange
Oh yeah,
in some
that would be
way.
cool.
Maybe they're in like a universe where it's a
Yeah,
musical universe or something like
but they
that.
yeah, like in Captain Marvel, where they have to sing.
That would be, yeah,
No, no,
absolutely.
the Marvels, yeah.
Yeah, the Marvels. Now, in this show, your characters have to go down, 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 down
Um,
the witch's road.
yeah,
Did I get that right? Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
okay, you're counting. Yeah. Um, and their greatest desires will be granted to them at the end. I hope this isn't too personal, and I mean, it probably feels like you've already been down the witch's road.
Yeah.
Um, but for you, as Joe, What's at the end of your personal Witch's Road?
Oh, probably just my life staying as happy as it is now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
just
that.
like maintaining. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just the level of success and some of the stuff you've been doing is got to be so mind-blowing.
yeah. It's very. You have to sort of detach yourself from it in a
Yeah.
bit. It's very like not real life.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm loving the look of the show.
yeah.
I think I've heard you talk about minimal CG
Hmm.
in the show, and the effects folks are always so phenomenal with what they do.
Yeah,
But the set design, the
yeah.
costumes
It's amazing. It's amazing.
are unreal, so creative.
Mm.
Without giving too much away, is there a specific episode that you're excited for fans to see featuring one of those sets or costumes? I know it's tough to talk about with any Marvel
There
thing,
are
but
ones that I can't say,
okay.
but the ones that I can say, I mean, like just the Witches Road in general. I think people are gonna be shocked at like that it was everything was real. Everything that you see on the screen was there on
Wow,
the day.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I every each episode is just like I'm always just blown away, and that's got to be so much fun. It looks like you're also having a blast with
Oh,
what you get to do in
completely having a
some of these
blast. It was the best
episodes.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think lastly, I just want to kind of, this is so exciting for you to get to do this. Is there anything, uh, you know, in terms of during the production of this show that you are um, specifically proud of that you were able specifically to contribute? Because I talked to a bunch of wonderful people in this industry and they love talking about everyone else.
Hmm.
But for you, is there something that you were like, I did that?
I mean, being a part of it was amazing, and being able to work with Jack and Mary and the creative team to really craft Teen into like the character that he ends up being. It was great fun, and getting to riff off Catherine. There's the personal proud for me isn't even a big one. There's a bit in I think it's maybe episode 6 where there's a bit of improv that I did that they kept in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like they kept my improv in. They think I'm funny. It's great. Um, yeah, which I was a that was a personal pride for me. I think being around these like comedic geniuses as like Catherine and Aubrey and Sashir, Deborah Jo Rupp. I mean, she's like
Oh,
she steals the show in my opinion. I
oh my
think she
gosh.
is the everything she does is just makes me cackle out loud.
Yeah.
Like the sixth time watching like episode 2 when she's like, "Am I supposed to know this song?" makes me cry with laughter every time.
Yeah.
Um, it's just yeah, but being surrounded by those people and then to like I don't know for that moment for me I was like, "Oh, I did something great."
That's so cool. And I mean, even her, like I seeing her at the D23 performance and she's rocking out.
Everything she does she just makes me laugh so much.
That's so nice. Cool. Well, Joe, thank you again. This was
Yeah,
a delight getting
thank
to
you very
chat with you. I'm
much.
excited to see you at the panel. I'm
Yeah,
excited to see where the show goes.
I'm
And
excited
I'm
for
stoked
it
to
too.
see the end of The Witch's Road.
Yeah,
Very cool.
great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.